Good times, great oldies, 1150 CKOC. What a great oldie from Andy Kim. Baby, I love you. And Andy is in the studio with us right now. You were just telling me off air, Andy, that when that song was popular, you got a phone call from someone. And who was that person who called you?
Well, it just, he recently called me because he had just heard it on satellite radio, and Brian Wilson called to just,
Wow.
just say how great this song was and my performance. And I still remember the phone calls so well that it's kind of humbling because I'm a huge, huge fan.
Yeah, I am too. That's great stuff. Now, you have a concert coming up in Toronto on December 9th. You want to tell us about that?
Yes, it's the 5th annual Andy Kim Christmas show. It had very humble beginnings. I called a couple of people, one of them Ron Sexsmith, and asked if he was able to just bring his guitar and we do some songs on stage together, and we make it an evening where we collected money for children's charities. Well, that first year just turned out to be a phenomenal year because we had people like Estero and Julie Black and a group called Shay and so many other artists that came and joined us, and we were able to collect quite a bit of money to give to children's charities, and I've been doing that ever since. And this year's show was dedicated to the Regent Park School of Music, and all the money we get from Ticketmaster, every penny goes to the charity. So
wow, that's
really great.
Great to hear you doing that. That's at the Mod Club in Toronto. Now, where is that?
It's on College Street. It's 722 College and Street West, and it's a phenomenal club. It kind of reminds me of the best of all best of places that you'd want to play. The sound is incredible. The lights are incredible, and I make sure that we decorate it and make it feel a little Christmassy at that time.
Well, that sounds great. So that's Wednesday night, December 9th, Mod Club. Ticketmaster, or the tickets are
available? And the tickets are $25, and the doors open at 7, and the show starts at 8, and there's going to be 2.5 hours of music.
Fantastic. Great price and great show. And you have a new CD out?
I'm so excited to be able to have gone in the studio again with songs that I've written, and have the ability to put a new CD out. It'll be coming out at the end of January, and there'll be a single attached to that. And the tour, I've never done a cross Canada tour, and so this is my opportunity to do it. So I'm going to do that.
Great. And your website is?
It's andykimmusic.com. It's ANDYKIMMUSIC.com. 2 M's.
Sounds great. This next song I want to play, this ended up being your biggest hit, a #1 hit in the U.S. and in Canada. And at that time, you had a lot to do with this song because you not only wrote it, you not only sang it, but didn't you start up and basically put the money behind it?
Yeah, I produced the song, and a year later, I could not have anyone who was interested in putting it out, and so I came back to Canada, and I did what all good Canadian boys do. I stayed with my mom and dad and put out my own record, and just started the spark here in Canada. And then 9 months later, it's #1 in Billboard and #1 around the world. 6 million records sold, and John Lennon gives me my gold record. So that's a year of wondering if I had a career, and then if you believe in a dream, you just you need to fight for it. So
wow, this is great. Your music is so timeless, and this song was used in a Jeep commercial a few short years ago, wasn't it?
Yes, and I'm grateful because it happened just before every car dealer went south, and so I was able to enjoy the fruits of that song on the Jeep commercial.
Okay, we're going to play that song right now. And Andy Kim, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
It's been a pleasure as always. Here is Rock Me Gently, #1 from '74 from Andy Kim on Oldies 1150 CKOC.